Hello and welcome to another episode of me painting again. Oh yeah, we're painting again. And I've got some blues, some ultramarine blue and a little bit of this sea blue. I'm just making my sky colour for this autumn scene. So I was walking down the path, looking at the trees. Some of them have lost all their leaves already, some of them are holding on. And this one was holding on and it looked really good. Really nice red leaf to it, so I thought, I might have a go at painting that. So here we go, let's have a go. Starting with this blue, it's a bit of ultramarine blue and sea blue and some white. We'll get the sky in here. And a little bit more white at the base here. So not all the way across. There wasn't actually any clouds in the sky either, so I won't have any clouds. Keep it correct. There's a little bit bluer at the top of the sky though. Just blend that in a little bit with the colour. I know it doesn't. Well, it might not. It might look like there's a gradient, but there is. It's very, very small though. So let's have a bit more white just to make it a bit more obvious. Just using my finger just to smudge it a bit. Okay, I'll probably do it. Just a nice bit of blue sky in the background. And then while that's drying, we can start doing some of the foreground colours. So there's a bit of a yellow ochre green. This is a phthalo green and yellow ochre. Just here, phthalo green and yellow ochre, and we'll create our little bit of a green for this tree that's here. There's a tree and it's growing there. You can see areas that are sort of, it just looks like someone has gone with a brush and just pulled areas down. So I'll try and create that effect with paint, get that shape a little bit better as well. There's a bit more there. Touch more yellow ochre on this side. And there's a bit of a bush there, a bit of light on the top of this hedge here as well. Put that in now. So what you can do as well, warm it up a little bit of red in with that yellow. Look for any areas that's a bit warmer like there. Warm that colour up a bit in here as well. Okay, and I'll darken things a bit. Getting some of the green, some of the blue, some of the red to make my hedge colour. It's the hedge colour and the hedge is here. Goes to about there. It goes off there. Like that. Some of this tree you can see through and see the hedge. It goes off over there. And then I want some, there's more trees. Oops, I just splashed myself then. Just washing my brush. I can get, I haven't got any brown. Well, a little bit of crimson. Bit of crimson and green. Make a nice brown actually. What do I want? A bit of yellow ochre in it. Yeah, that's a bit closer. So a bit of yellow ochre in with that colour, and then got sort of a middling sort of colour. Put that in some of this hedge, and on this side of the tree as well. It's way too light, this tree. Okay, some better. It is a bit shiny at the moment, but there's some more. There's bush type things up here, and just sort of spin my brush a little bit just to develop those. Okay, and then behind this tree there's a building, something like there. Something like that. There's another one over here, but you can only see like the top. Bit like that. Okay, and then the building side. It's quite a light colour. Yellow ochre and red and white, I think. Probably do it. chimney. A little bit of that red and yellow ochre. And I can put it on this side. Something like that, and then a bit more of the white just to maybe. No, there's no window. No, the window's more like there. Anyway, it's quite distant. Well, when we get this. That's about right. But there is a tree covering part of it, so you don't really see. There's a tree there. Anyway, the building is a bit further back. More of that there. Bit of light in this. I'm going to lighten this up a bit more actually, because it's not as dark as that. The light on the top like this. It's a bit of light that's sort of somehow gone there. More lights are hitting that tree. Right, I've lost the yellowness of it. A bit more yellow in it. That's better. Yeah, that sort of warms that bit up. Now, I don't want to get too bogged down with that. Let's get some grass. So what I need for this grass I need some blue, some green. Blue and green. Got a bit of a path that goes around like this here. And then we've got a bit of a kind of a bluey grey on this. And this path. And we've got a tree that's growing here. Some more green in there. More the sap green in that bit, so that's where the light is. And then more this blue and green in these bits. Even some of that sky colour. You get all kinds of reflections and stuff from a wet grass, so just trying to get a little bit more in there. And the notice this roof needed a bit of light on it there. I'll leave that as it is. Now the path needs sort of a bluey red, bit of crimson, a bit of this blue and a bit of white. That sort of bluey red grey. That's what I'm after. Just use my finger just to smudge it a touch. That's quite good actually. That's pretty close to the colour. Surprisingly. There's a little bit more blue in it though in areas. No, that's pretty good. Now I want to put in the other bit of background colour over here. There's a few trees here that have got a dark, sort of this dark purpley colour. A bit of red, a bit of yellow, a bit of green. This dark colour and it's kind of there on them trees, and then with a little bit of yellow ochre and a little bit of red, tiny bit of white as well. We can warm them up, give them the light that's breaking through here. While I'm at it, I noticed this needs a bit of blue on this roof. Okay. Now I need some tiny bit of the sort of bluey white on my liner brush, because I want to just put in the tree trunks on these. Okay. I'll do. Now we can start on this tree that's here. I need a bit of yellow first. Just want to get this light. There's some light just going shing on this grass here. Get that in there. It goes all the way across here. It's more of a warm sort of yellowy colour there. We've got that here as well. Yellow, a little bit of yellow ochre, and the light comes across. It's just a little bit of yellow, a bit of sap green. And this goes across here. Gonna get into a little bit more yellow, a little bit more the white, I think, just to lighten this up a bit more. Really have that sun shining on it. Okay. Right, now I want to put the tree in. So we've got a tree. It is growing right here. So I'm going to need some of this red and blue and green. More red and white. Let's see what it looks like. Yellow ochre. Oh, that's not bad actually. Could do a bit of, maybe a bit darker. Okay, now our tree that's right here goes up there, and it goes here, here. Like that. And there's some nice light hitting this side of the tree trunk, so I'll put that on now. Bit of yellow ochre in my colour. Probably needs a bit more colour, but we can always brighten it afterwards. So I'm going to get my brush, and I want to use this brownish colour we made in with the red, in with the crimson and a bit more yellow ochre, to make a something like that. It's like a dull, really dull orangey red. I'll start putting in my leaves and the shapes of the tree. It kind of goes down like this, the shape of the tree. And then what I want to do is get a bit more of the yellow ochre, maybe a little bit of the yellow, a bit of the white, more of the red, make sort of a pinky, orangey colour. So I'll tap in where there's a bit more light. I think it needs to be a bit more yellower, a bit more yellow ochre-y. The colours are so similar but different, so I'll just put like little bits of them all in there and kind of bring it together a bit. Yeah, something like that. More warmth in that area. So I'm just placing colour. So you can do, you could do something like this, no problem. People like autumn paintings, so good ones to do. Put a few leaves on the ground as well. There's a few on the path that's been swept to the side. Something like that. I'm using a liner brush again. pick up some of that colour and put in a few of the branches. You can take the branches all the way up like that, all the way there. All kinds of little branches. Something like that, just to show that the leaves have fallen off some of the branches at the top. I actually saw a tree the other day where all the leaves were just there. All the leaves from the top had all gone. It was just like that line of leaves. It's really good actually. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit more of a light on this side of that tree. And then what I might do, add a few more random leaves on the grass, because there is actually random leaves blown all over the place and along here as well. Okay. Just looking at the whole picture, just seeing what I could do. Notice this needs a bit more to it. It's a bit flat. I just want to give it a bit more shape which it needs. I don't want it to be too blue everywhere. I like it, but I don't want it absolutely everywhere. Okay, now I think the only thing that maybe that path needed pulling in a little bit there. Bit of dark on the path there. Okay, now I've got this tree. It's just a very dark bluey greeny colour. Something like that. That blocks that in. And I could do the same. Well, actually, there is something. Some of these leaves that are down here as well. Something like that. And then more warmth on that path. Okay, that's a bit better, a bit warmer. It's more like it. Yeah, certain areas have got the light hitting it, certain areas haven't. And that works out quite nice for the picture. A few more leaves on the path there, I think. And then I think we're nearly there. I might put in a couple of little just grabbing some light, bit of yellow, ochre, bit of white, bit of red. Just go for my lightest of them all now. The lightest of them all. Where we want them. I think that'll do. I think we're about there. I quite like this actually. It's a nice little scene. All it needs is a little bird, because there's a lot of little birds there. Just a nice little bird in the sky, maybe. One maybe there. There's one there as well. Yeah, I think that'll do. I think we've got the scene quite nice. I suppose there's a bit dark here I haven't done. Yeah, that's quite nice. Yeah, I think that's it. That's all done, and just maybe a few little branches here, and that's it. So there we have a nice little autumn tree sat there, just catching a bit of sunshine on one side. There's a bit of light just dancing around the area, and I think it looks pretty good, pretty nice. So thanks very much for watching this one, and I'll see you at another one. Cheers, bye.